site. Very typical Oasis Gaming strategy. We've seen this a lot. Markyyy, great entry, flash behind, dashes away, doesn't get any more, a little bit off timing, but mostly gets a double. sirodeathyo is able to get that kill onto Wild Oreo. So this quick B rush maybe looking a little bit ill-advised, maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves here as we now find ourselves in the 2v4. Ripper is able to find one, straight out by Emman, but Emman more be able to build that momentum and really shut down the opposing side, as we all know. So interesting, as once again Oasis just goes straight for that A side. Quick tag comes up, Wild Oreo brought down at half HP about, tries to land a shot, modeskiii's able to find it. It's a really another good hold here. Ripper finally able to break through the defense. They only found one, they still have to clear the rest. Ripper with a double, and it's the controller who's doing all the entry work right now, still leaving us in a 3v3. Action PH, it comes to a grinding stop here on towards the A side.
Well, they've upgraded to rifles here on Action PH's side, which smart idea. They're able to repel this attack from Oasis, which is a very, very hot attack, mind you. They really like to go hard and in, so okay, information to be found. Emman finding another pick. He's just been completely shutting them up.
Oasis right now. Action PH are looking comfortable on every single map they play on. Remember, these were the picks that came out yesterday, and they won both against South Built. So, as I say that, though, Georggyyy and sirodeathyo and Emman, it's another clean round here, looking for Action PH.
Rounds up, and this should be done pretty much. As you said, very comfortable.
Okay, maybe not.
Okay.
This guy is absolutely on a tear. One of the biggest win conditions for Action PH is for them to just wreak havoc. And it's looking like in the smoke, Aryu finds a triple kill, melts them away from within, playing up close. And Oasis looking shocked after trying to work their way into a smoke that he's gonna absolutely be punished for.
Brute force tactics won't work against a team like Action PH, who know when to bring the heat. Another round, Elu, done before it even starts. We're only getting to that minute timer, and it's once again Coco, the only player remaining here on attack. It's for a map that is commonly attacker sided, at least during year one. It's been quite the opposite here, at least so far in the 2 days. We're not even, well, completely done with 2 days, but the 2 days we have seen so far here in the VCT PH. Lot of defender-sided have,
and it's looking like it's possibly a 7-0. It could be a 7-0.
Aryu still has a star on him here for Action PH to block off that C-long position. Here comes the stun. It doesn't connect, but the Rolling Thunder will. Emman trapped out on his own. Summit or Georggyyy dies. There's Bren. What are you doing, Soma? Stereo, you've killed 2 of your own teammates. Aryu has done the same. He's able to find Wild Oreo, but Ripper and Coco focus on the game because right now we have another gun round, Elu, and it's a heavy A attack seemingly from both of these teams.
Trying to stack up on site 3 players to work on it. Georggyyy, nice tap, gets rid of Coco, and it's gonna be the aftershock, not gonna connect, still allows him to stay on site. Markyyy right there with a double, almost with a triple, he does get it. Has Georggyyy gone down? It's all Markyyy all day long, who cleans up house in A site.
Very, very nice entry from Oasis. They're building up some steam here, Elu, and this could be where they really flip things around. They've gotten around and potentially a second here. It's going to be really difficult for modeskiii to destroy this crossfire they've got. Aryu, he's all alone. He's got some money to try and go for it and get a kill or two, but that's
absolutely correct. It is looking like a C push here as Oasis. They're going to barrel their way here into the corner, but they still have to deal with Aryu, who is yet again playing in the smoke fantastically, still alive. They're getting that lockdown, but it could be a little bit of a pixel where he's safe. Nice shot right there from Emman, though. Oh, actually does deny the lockdown. That's going to be a 3v2 at the very end of all this action. Ripper looking to get that headshot in. It's Georggyyy traded out by Wild Oreo. 2v1. Wild Oreo left standing, 36 HP. They know where he is. He's tagged up and
their head on a swivel.
Yeah, they're prepared for almost everything here. After a little bit of, oh my god, they cannot find Aryu, man.
No way.
Oh, they finally get him. I thought he would get out for a second there. It looked like he would, but there are so many times that Aryu is just able to tuck himself in the corner and take down like 1, 2, maybe even 3. Oh, Georggyyy, awkward timing on that duel here. Markyyy might have landed the second one. Little bit too greedy there, I think, Georggyyy. And
Yeah.
Oasis Gaming, they do punish that overextension from Action PH.
Even without the tracers, Markyyy knew where he was, and rightfully so, punishes him for, as you said, overextending. Emman and modeskiii, the last two alive, but I'm pretty sure that they can make something work here. Bring it down to 3v2. Emman's gonna find another. He's so consistent this entire stage so far. One of the biggest reasons why. Although, who knows, maybe the curse would help their favor out. Yeah. Still a 5v5, Invy taking some damage. Operator has been given away, and Georggyyy is gonna go down for that. Overextending once again. Aryu punching for that great flash with the Seeker on Emman, and he just completely did it by himself to open up the site here. Sirio is going to try and fight back, only good for one.
They get the site, and it's looking like it's gonna be an 8-4 half. Unless the two players, Aryu and modeskiii, can pull off a 2v4. Ooh, misses the right click. Markyyy maybe getting ahead of himself a little bit. This is quite dangerous now. Information given. Oh, the timing through the wall. It doesn't go his way. Really unfortunate. The cosmic divide. Go ahead and do it themselves, but Action PH, they're successful. Oasis Gaming, they double up on everywhere else. Flashes come through to help Invy try to retake the site, and they will find their way onto the site, but it's a scuffle here towards grass as Aryu and modeskiii, they find their way with a couple of kills. Oreo is able to get a double here. Emman and modeskiii, they clean things up. They just win their duels as well. It's so difficult to play up against, and who would expect this? A quick B rush on the bonus round here. They go for it. They just go for the plant. Very good attempt here. Georggyy's able to get one. Georggyyy with a double. Again, this is just a bonus here, and they've managed to find 2 kills in a spike plant, so it's already good for them. They tap away, and they're gonna try to fake a defuse right now. Nobody really biting. Georggyyy gonna line up a third here. One player left, and if Action PH wins this could just be all said and done. Markyyy around the corner. Could he be the hero for his team in this 1v2? Goes for the free fire. He lands it. He doesn't get it. It's Aryu who wins. They're pinned down in a corner, but it seems like they might be able to wiggle their way out. They're waiting for the right time to peek it. There's 3 players. They have the spike. It's a crossfire of doom here. It seems like Action PH are winning this engagement here. Seekers to help identify, get them out of that corner. And Action PH, they're surviving. I thought they were worse for wear, but the sustain coming in right now from Emman is keeping them alive, and they get out of that tough spot. Oasis, I thought they had them locked in, but they don't. They turn this around in their favor.
That's what you thought, but that's not what they believe. Action PH, still think that they are at the advantage here right now, but that's not going to continue on for too long as Oasis shredding them down. Coco task not against this Action team on Haven, which is something like one of their best maps by far, and Georggyy's going to open things up on the Markyyy. That's a big gun, a big player remove here, and the blades comes out. He whips the right click though. None of his blades connect, and Wild Aryu will punish him after the Seekers land on him too. 4v4. This does favor the the attacking side though, but sirodeathyo is going to go down as Emman gets a trade on Ripper.
And now they head towards the C side. Coco backs up from Garage, and they mow him down with a good crossfire. But the crossfire falls apart. Now, Sky versus Sky. Emman. Good flash. Fakes it. Oh no, he must have lost it. Oh wait, he overthinks it. And I think Wild Aryu could have had it, could lose. The Seekers come out, and Emman, he actually wins it. Wild Aryu overthinking the situation instead of going for the... Okay, no hesitation. Georggyyy going straight for the entry. And they're going to keep going in. It's Ripper to deny. Markyyy with the crossfire. And it's looking like Oasis makes short work of the Action PH rush. They were ready for it. Not going to be caught off guard.
And that's what they're going to be executing. 2 players on that B site here. Last left alive as Coco goes down will be Invy. He's got Aries in his hands, which should shred him apart, but he's only good for 1 before the trade on Georggyyy. They've taken the site, have the post plan, and now the retake's going to be difficult with the Marshall in hands of Markyyy.
Yeah, apologies again. Did drop out for a couple of seconds there. A little bit of a technical issue on my side, but now back into the action. Markyyy with a nice headshot on Emman. Absolutely takes his head off, and that's a nice scalp to claim. No more stage in the picture. Aryu and Georggyyy working hand in hand, and they're going to win the round here.
Standoff here on A main. Flashes out, a few blind, and Wild Aryu reaps the benefits of that. Oh, he's good for a second too, but Georggyyy quick on the trade, and he gets a double of his own. Not letting Wild Aryu have all the fun here. They brought to a 3v3.
Yeah, you know, Ripper needed to get out of that position and take the trade, but he couldn't, obviously being stuck in wine like that, and Georggyyy able to capitalize on ultimately was a tiny bit of a misplay. But
30
every
seconds
inch
left.
could lead to a mile with these teams here. Good ping, Invy. We'll spot one out, and that's Markyyy, who's able to catch
One
out
enemy
Georggyyy.
remaining.
Leaves only one player left standing. That's Aryu. Has the spike. That's a little bit of a silver lining here. He's going to be heading towards B. 14 seconds left. He's got to decide. And that's Nano Swarms is going to put the lid on that
10
coffin.
seconds left.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hop on
Placing
through.
swamp grenade.
That Nano's not gonna
grenade
deny
out.
him from planting as he's
Planted.
far wider, and they only have shallow presence there. Most of your players are towards that position. Aryu gets the flanking while Oreo as well. He finds a double here towards
One
the A side.
enemy
It's
remaining.
right open for him, and
Wow.
Georggyyy finds two as well. Action. How do they find these rounds? They're
They
not
play with the, you know, the gung-ho play style, but it's a nice look.
Markyyy, he finds one. Modeskiii did get the trade. Well, that last round, to be quite honest, wasn't even anything tactical. They just individually popped off, and I really gained them more than they needed. Georggyyy gets the kill, but he gets traded by Ripper, who's good for the second. Able to deny the plan for the meantime, but Aryu gets the trade immediately. 2v2, and Emman, off of the boost of his own wall, catches Invy off guard. While Aryu pushing with just a classic in hand, he actually gets the kill, and he's able to retrieve the Vandal. This gives him an opportunity to make the clutch happen. He pops the Seekers though, but then immediately runs away. So he's gonna kind of fake Aryu out to thinking there, but he does lose the information on where exactly Aryu will be planning.
Yeah, and already Wild Oreo has gotten position, so this is a good chance for Oasis. Flash comes through, not looking the right way, not by any means.
That's right, prior Oasis looking a lot better here, but one could wonder if it's because they started the defensive side. Markyyy, what a position for him to play here, Elu. He's good for a second, almost a third. Willie, he's going so hot,
down
overheating,
A.
but he's not gonna get punished for it.
What a play. Very nicely done here by Markyyy. That was very nice. That was very nicely timed here. And that's going to be the B side, however, that they're going to be sending a lurk towards. Modeskiii has not been found just yet. Problem is, the spike is still dropped
Enemy remaining.
in the middle of nowhere. I don't think there's any way to recover this. Oasis, they are putting their foot down. And historically, you know, Oasis, this used to be one of their best maps, and they're showing exactly why it was.
Keeping them alive. Wild Oreo, oh, he has a decent amount of timing here to potentially catch Georggyyy off, but no, Georggyyy went back. Smart decision instead of double dipping into that market. Wild Oreo finds sirodeathyo instead. Newest addition to this roster. They've got the Seekers on out. The Flash will go out as well to try and guide them. But he's gonna have to use the Trailblazer as well to try and find a path forward.
Yeah. Spike has gone down, so retake does commence. They do have a lot of time for this retake, so they can play this a little bit more patiently. Wild Oreo
One enemy
and
remaining.
Invy, they do it. They get 1 kill apiece, all up to Aryu, and if they can play this smart.
Luck here for Action PH. They're on hot, if anything.
Found them, killed my bot.
And once more, we are going to be going to mid control, but Markyyy's ready for it this time. He's going to play mid a little bit more passively. Could be walking into the crosshair of Georggyyy. Overextends. Nice tag onto the dome. Coco very low, and he's right there to back his teammate up. It's going to be a recon dart literally on 1 HP. Ripper's doing work here.
Stop this. They have a lockdown of their own, but Coco, he's taking a big risk here trying to stay in this. He's going to get detained and dies. He could have given it up.
Man.
He has a lockdown of his own. Why is he doing that, Elu?
I don't know. A little bit of a misplay here, I think, by Coco, but was probably hoping to just get one and then get taken down and traded, but it's not gonna happen. Georggyyy missing the blades. Yeah, he did have lockdown, so it was a little bit strange. Regardless, it is a 3v5, and this is looking like it's going to be Action PH taking us to 9-3, unless remembering. Okay, I take that back. Caster's Curse, maybe, as EmmanFPS looks to be the bastion here onto the side. He does get one, but traded out by Ripper. Modeskiii is able to clean out Gambit or something.
Even then, it's still a tall task to ask for any team, but... Wild Oreo, okay, great opening find here for Oasis, and that gives him a lot more leeway to work with. A second kill, he has been having himself hella great game. Emman shuts him down with a right click, okay, still works. And Invy does the same, returning the favor.
Yeah, this map, pretty much a non-starter here for Action PH.
One enemy remaining.
Especially if this pistol goes the way I think it's gonna go. Markyyy just one-taps sirodeathyo, and I think that shot just puts the lid in the coffin for Shen.
Yeah.
In that way, game number 3, Seekers comes in.
Blinded.
It's gonna help them identify where some of the members are, at least. Might give a false sense of security because there are still 2 players here towards that B site. And modeskiii, he's able to line up 3. modeskiii out of nowhere. He finds 4 kills and just shuts down the round all on its own. The Sentinel is able to get Action PH a flawless round. Poke and prod. Just an inquisitive push here towards short. Georggyyy tailwind out. Good backup. Good pre-fire from Georggyyy. Able to shut down Markyyy. Invy's ready for a response. Georggyy's pinned in the corner. They know he's there. Can't get out. Invy and Ripper make mincemeat of A site. But sirodeathyo, he's got something to say about this. They stop the plant for only a second. With that nano swarm that keeps everybody else at bay for a second, gives them the security of a plant. But already sirodeathyo, and they have been pretty cold this entire map, so I do feel like there's still a lot in the tank for a team like Action PH. Okay, hold on. sirodeathyo just brutalizing Wild Oreo here. Georggyyy with a backup, showing Markyyy how to land those bullets. And that's Invy who's fighting modeskiii here. Quick tap through the smoke. Can't find anyone. sirodeathyo still alive. Has Hunter's Fury, but and also has information. But he's also got backup. And they're just working perfectly hand in hand. Coco cannot get it. It's sirodeathyo.
Okay, Opshot doesn't land. It just does reveal where he was, though. It's Wild Oreo. His Seeker is out to try and find that and apply some pressure. But they're kind of trapped here mid-site.
Ooh, okay, the spam through the wall, and sirodeathyo was able to manage to find Ripper. They get the site, sure, but they're all falling to pieces. modeskiii gets Invy. And Action PH, I think they have this round. They should be bringing us to 11-9 with 10 seconds left. The spike out in nowhere. Emman finds a triple kill, and he gets his res ready up already. They got 3 players on the site. 3 players to defend up against the full 5. But the Odin goes down here. But the crossfire is strong enough to take down 3. There's still 2 players up. Ripper finding himself a Vandal. Could still be massive. And there's a couple of dropped rifles alongside this. Oh, they find the Odin right in front of him. Not the most ideal weapon in this scenario. But still, Ripper with the timing. He misses the spray onto 1. He gets out somehow. Can't trade that with the operator. Now it's a 2v2. Oh, and modeskiii finds him with a wall bang. And now it's all up to Coco. Coco mows him down, yes, and he knows where the last one is. Must have heard the drop too. And he misses the chance. It's modeskiii who turns it back, getting Action PH to double.
Far. That is not a good prospect to see. Emman, he's got his res up as he talked about early on. He's yet to use it, but has yet to find a reason to. Georggyyy gets that kill on the Invy as they try and walk on in, and that's going to make things a lot more difficult. Oasis are completely shredded apart. Ripper the only one to get a kill. Markyyy does the same. It's a 1v3, and he can't do it all alone. They've duo. Yeah. That's not how this works. Okay. Oh, Markyyy, great job. See, dude, the curse works. Markyy's gonna get another. No, he's gonna die because I cursed it. I jinxed it. No, he gets a kill. It's gonna be Oreo to trade him out. It's a 4v3. Doable for Oasis here, Yulu.
It is very much doable, and if Oasis take us to 12, there still is a lot of money. Even if Action PH do this, there's a very good chance we go into overtime.
The script is one that is ever changing, it seems, between these 2 teams. Lockdown, just to secure that retake, made it a bit more doable. It's a 3v4. And Georggyyy, he's going to go in early, but he gets punched for it. Great job by Ripper to have his head up. They destroyed the lockdown, but ultimately, they should have this round. They're going to get match point.
Yeah, in a 1v4 here, you know, modeskiii has a lot. So they all have a lot of money. This is the floor. 4v4 right now as they try to work their way onto site. The spike has been planted, so they need to move fast. And Markyyy hoping to get a little bit lucky. They still are trying to exchange fire. It's trench warfare right now. And it's right now Georggyyy who gets one traded out by Invy. 3v3, spike ticking away. Invy gets another one traded so quick. They have to deal with hell, and they need more time, but Markyyy's gotten the third. 1v1 right now for Markyyy. It's Markyyy who gets it. And
find it a lot more difficult to try and pry open here for the Oasis retake. You're down to man, but they can quickly turn that around as the lockdown is going to try and help flush him out of that pit. modeskiii finds one on the Invy, trying to find a second, but Ripper's going to be able to do that as well. modeskiii finding a third on the spray down. This lockdown was completely crucial, and they get the round as well. What a retake thing on that default plant spot. modeskiii playing in hell. You can certainly send him whence he came. modeskiii and Emman both finding 2 picks. The Sentinels doing all the work here on this defensive side for action, really keeping Oasis at bay. They lost their smoker and Wild Oreo. Big frags to find and big kills made. modeskiii finds another. Markyyy does a double, but he's only good for those 2. It's all in the Invy, who has been having a great match so far. Can he keep it up? No, he doesn't.
Position not known due to the alarm bot making a little bit. Oh, they actually break the nano swarm. Could have been big, but absolutely wasn't. As modeskiii, he gets pinged out. They know where his information is. sirodeathyo, he's gonna be tagged up here. They want to play this a little bit carefully. Don't want to give too much away. Still dangerous because there are 2 rifles on the side of Oasis and this forced buy. They sent one down to clear mid, so the Killjoy lockdown possible as well. But Aryu and modeskiii, they're making short work of whoever is on that A site.
1 enemy remaining.
And they even detain Invy here. That's just all over.
Yeah, round done. Action PH. They had to use a lockdown, but here comes out that defensive Sage barrier
30 seconds
orb.
left.
And Wild Oreo is going to find a great pick on sirodeathyo. That is huge for him to find on his attacking side. And now they can open up the site, especially if he finds his kill as well. Aryu goes down. Utility removed off of the board here from action. Emman answers back, but I'm not sure if it's going to work.
12 seconds left. They got to go now, Ripper. And it's this little V wall that they have to keep themselves safe in. Emman is able to find Ripper. And modeskiii is there chiming in. 2v2. There is a res ready should it come to it. It's looking like they might go for the res. It is dangerous territory, though, to go for that res. They can't watch him, so they're going to use him as bait. And it's now a 1v1. Coco versus modeskiii. Who's going to bite first? There's a lot of time for this spike. Caught looking the wrong way. modeskiii is able to
try and take into Icebox, especially in the attack, unless he can blast back his way and close a gap. Oh, he has no idea that Emman is behind him. He gets a kill, though. Off of the blind shot in his screens. But they're being shredded anywhere else that they try and come in from there on the generator. Georggyyy from up top gets a kill, a second for him. And all alone Ripper is. He gets a kill. Oh, doable! He gets a double! They peek him 1 by 1. They isolate themselves and he gets at 9-3. Who knows, man? We've seen 9-3 curses twice already. One yesterday, one today. Markyyy gets a kill, and this is looking very possible if they bring this to that 3rd round of theirs. The attacking side. Going for a very unorthodox push here towards that mid elbow, ulting, popping the Viper's Pit here to allow them to cross safely, using the Sage barrier as well just to secure that cross. And now they have a plan for CT, something you rarely see on a full gun round from either side here on the Icebox. Georggyyy finds a kill, and he finds a second, completely shutting them apart, Elu.
They do melt away as Wild Oreo gets 1, but only 1. And it's so difficult right now. Look at this. Great cutoff here by Georggyyy. He's in a good position. He's going all the way through kitchen, though, so that's going to stall out a little bit longer. It's all going to come down to timing. Georggyyy. Oh, he just sees him. He just sees him. Gets the tag. Okay, and that's them aware of the possibility of a flank. If he gets this one, it's round done. Could be game done if he gets a third. Georggyyy popping up. Georggyyy, what have you just done? Taken for
later on. But in the meantime, they're continuing in the fight. They got to save.
Will both be a little time for convalescence for both of these teams here, but they've all gathered outside B. It's gonna be a war out here. Markyyy with 1. Georggyyy responds. So does modeskiii. They still haven't cleared out Coco. Coco finds him.
No charges left.
It's gonna be 3v3. They do sequester a little bit of that B site. They have gotten all the way up to yellow. Might be able to plant here. Oh, boost him over. Combined with a paint shell. Wild Oreo finding modeskiii, and that's going to be a 2v3 right now.
At the very least, and Oasis, they're in a 3v2, so this is very doable. And Invy, he's only got the sheriff, but that's all he needs.
Yeah, he's picked up a Spectre, however. That's very much up for debate whether he's going to switch over to the sheriff or not. You know how good he is with it. He got 3 kills just recently. Wild Oreo missing the timing. Don't know why he would swing without his teammate. So now it's all up to Invy. A little bit of a misplay here, and with time ticking away, I think Action PH has it.
Yeah.
Invy has to go from up on above,
enemy
but the
remaining.
crossfire is set, and it does succeed.
Attackers win.
Action PH takes it 13-2, advancing and defeating the favorites away.